Hi, I'm Jill.
And I'm John.
And we're the Geezers on the Go.
Go, go, go.
In this episode, we're at Dreher State Park, a unique setting on an island in the middle of Lake Murray. Surrounded by 50,000 acres of water, you're never quite sure if you're on a lake or the intercoastal waterway of South Carolina. But this island getaway is near the small town of Prosperity in the south-central part of the state, miles from the intercoastal. The park is actually spread out over 3 islands with 2 main campgrounds, the Angler and the Island Loops. Together, they have 97 sites, 30 with full hookups, 5 big villas, and 12 miles of shoreline.
The main attraction of this park, outside of its natural beauty, of course, is its fishing. It's world-class, with its full-service marina, a special launch area for tournaments, and plenty of shore fishing opportunities.
Well, John's trying a little worm fishing.
You'll also find plenty of trails to explore. And if you want to venture out of the park, Prosperity and Chapin are among several small towns nearby that offer shopping and restaurants.
We're here at Dreher Island State Park near Prosperity, South Carolina. We're in site number 3 in the Angler's Loop. And this loop has full hookups. Somebody told me they just put them in recently. We originally were supposed to be in the other loop, it's called the Island Loop, which just had water and electric, but it's been so cold, and we had colds, and we figured we didn't want to walk out in the freezing cold to go to the bathroom, so we switched our site. This is a nice little pull-through. It probably could be a little bit bigger, but it's right here along this is Lake Murray. It's a 50,000 acre lake, so it's gigantic. Oh, there's that noisy heron. He's been so noisy. And little pad here, table, and there's a little sandy beach here, so if you came in the summertime, you could probably go swimming. Site number 2 over there also is a pull-through. And we'll take a quick walk around and see what's what. There are sites here on the inner loop too, and there's a little bit of an area for kids to play. There was a family there and they were playing cornhole up here. Only thing, I wish that they made the sites just a little bit bigger. Or a little bit sort of close together. And this is site number 5. And there's little walkways down to the little beach area there. See the little steps. And it tells you right here that you can have the lake access. It's a famous lake for bass fishing, and they also have stripers. And that's number 9. This loop is not real big. I think it only has 20-something sites in it. I'll have to let you know later. And 8, that's number 8. That's a little bit bigger site. Had a big fifth wheel was there before. Not bad. You can see the lake, and you have pretty good lake access, so you wouldn't have to be right on the lake. And that one's number. Well, I guess I was wrong about them being even in odds, because that one's number 10 now. So another little nice site. That's number 12. Number 11 is on this side now. This is also nice. It's number 14. It's a pretty decent sized pull-through. A little bit downhill to the lake, but not too bad. But it's got a lot of rocks, so yeah, I'm not sure I'd like this site too much. You have a good view, but you got all these rocks, and there's not much There's steps down to the beach so you could fish. So depends on what you like. Like I said, the bathrooms are right over there, although they're full hookups, but some people still like to use those and not go in the trailer. That's number 16. That's kind of a shorty, so it can't be too big on that one. There's another sign that says lake access, and pretty good view of the lake. 17 is also kind of a shorty, so you have to have not a really big rig to be over there, or either on 18 over here. That's kind of a small site. 19 is a little bit longer, and has a pretty good area down to the lake down there. It's a little flatter. That would be nice too. 21 is also really nice, a nice pull through, a nice flat area to go down to the beach. And over on this side is number 20. This one, number 22, is another little shorty, so you make sure you don't, unless you have a very small rig. Over here by number 22 is another lake access, and you could come right down here. Come down the steps. Somebody's got their fishing pole out there. Nice little cove. It's a little rocky here. Not as sandy as over where we are, but great place to throw out a line. 23 is another little shorty. You can see that one fits pretty good. And we'll finish up here. Actually, this is a site here, 24, that I just walked through. That doesn't look too good, the ground there. I'm guessing this could be a handicap spot because you're right by the bathrooms. And then we have 25. It's a little, not too long, but at least it's nice and flat. And 26 over here. And the last ones here are 27 and 28. It's a nice long site. And we got, that's 29. And I guess this is 30, so there's 30 sites here. 30 is a nice long site, and you have a nice big space here next to you, so 30 wouldn't be a bad spot. And that's the camp host right there. And there's us, number 3. There's our trailer out at the campground at the Anglers Loop, and right now we're the only ones except for the camp host. There's nobody there. Everybody left. Sunday night. And it's deserted. We've got the whole park to ourselves. This is the other campground. It's probably a mile or more from the campground A or the Anglers one. This is called Islander Campground. And it looks like a lot of the sites are on the water, but there are sites on the other side of the road too. And this is, what numbers are we up to? 36, 37. Yeah. Also on the electric box I can see them. But it looks like most of the sites, if you have the water sites, you can walk right down to the water, go fishing, go swimming. Like, we met some other people who've been here before, and they said, yeah, they never take, in the summertime, they never take off the bathing suits. They just stay all day in their bathing suits.
This site has just water and electric?
Yeah, these water and electric. And here's some camps, tent sites over here. And somebody just waved to me. So that's tent site number 7 down there. So kind of the tent sites are mixed in with the regular sites with water and electric. And yeah, now we're back to the regular sites, because that's 47, 49. Beautiful views out to the lake.
These sites are a little more elevated from the lake.
Yeah.
Our side's a little flatter.
And there's one of those schoolies, they call them, a bus. Oh, We're up to number 60. So there's quite a few sites on this side of the lake. 61. You have to be careful when you back in. Better make sure you stay on the paths because they're not very wide. More tent sites here along the lake. You have tents. They have very nice sites for you. Look at that one right at the edge of the water.
Sites on this side go all the way up into the 90s.
This one's a pull-through site, number 79. Some of them look a little craggy. That looks like the tree roots went under some of these, but
97.
okay, this is the end of the campground. This is site 97. A little elevated from the lake, but that's okay. And there's a picnic table down below. In between the two campgrounds, there's an area called villas.
Island Villas.
Island villas, and wow, are these something? They have their own docks and
More like island palaces.
I know, wow. Picnic areas and glass box windows, and wow. You can see there's still a little snow on it from our snow we had last week. And beautiful cabins, wow. There's also a place where you can get gas for your boat. There's a boat launch area right near here. This is the tackle shop, which also doubles as the check-in area. And they have all kinds of stuff in here. We just bought some worms, and they have a full stock the shirts and all that kind of stuff. And very friendly in there. If you need any information, they were very accommodating. And we almost missed it, but here is another little boat launch right here in the parking lot by the tackle shop. Back in there, and then you can go park over there. You can see they had a lot of hurricane damage here, trees down from Hurricane Helene. And look at all those downed trees here. Lots of devastation from that crazy hurricane that came all the way through the states. That's very unusual for hurricanes.
Right near the end of this bridge here, I'm going to show you a couple of spots on the guardrail where trees fell and did quite a bit of damage here. Tree fell across there. You can see in the background a lot of downed trees from the latest hurricane. And right here. Yeah, at least one or two trees fell down here and crushed the guardrail.
This campground is basically all about the lake, wouldn't you say, John?
Yeah, you got a 50,000 acre lake
Yeah.
here. It's one of the premier bass fishing lakes in America, so yeah, it's about the lake.
And probably swimming and just enjoying the boating and whatever. It's also has something like 650 miles of shoreline too.
Yeah, and there's we don't have a boat with us. I wish we did.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of shoreline to fish from. We did a little fishing without too much success, but
well, we had some fun.
Who knows?
But the campground has two different loops. We're in the first loop A, and sometimes called the Angler's Loop, and this one has full hookups, and there's only about like 30 sites, and then about a mile or two on the other side of the island is the Islander Loop, and it goes up to sites 97. They have water and electric. And the funny thing I find about this, I said it's got 650 miles of shoreline, but this is basically the only campground on this entire Lake Murray, which is amazing to me.
Yeah, I don't know. There are some houses on it, some private marinas and stuff like that, but. Yeah. But, just to show you, they do have a marina here, but it's private as well, right? I don't think.
Yeah, I think you have to buy or rent the slip in there. But they do have a gigantic boat launch for tournament fishing. It's like a state-of-the-art kind of a boat launch, and they even have a fish dump area where a fish goes down a tube and back into the lake.
We'll show you more about that later.
And there's also another smaller boat launch for just us regular people over by the tackle shop.
Yeah, us regular people if we had a boat.
Yeah, right.
We're sort of in the middle of nowhere here as a consequence. I mean, we've got the town of Prosperity, which is might be a slight misnomer.
Yeah, right.
And Newberry in one direction, and another direction you got the town of Chapin. But there's not really all that much in any of those towns.
I mean, you have to go at least 10 to 15 miles to get to any like shopping or anything like that.
Yeah,
but I just imagine this place is hopping though in the summertime.
Oh, yeah, and people all over the place, I'm sure.
So what you doing there, John?
Well, I'm trying to find a snelled hook, but I don't think we have any. Maybe I do.
Try some worm fishing?
Yeah, oh yeah, there's some.
Yeah, this is like Lake Murray. Although it's a bass fishing lake, there is a lot of other fish in here, so we'll...
Well, there's some pretty good-sized catfish and some...
brim and sunfish, but it might be just too cold for them yet, so we'll just have to see. Well, John's trying a little worm fishing, see if he catches anything.
Yeah, very little fishing, mostly just worming.
Mostly just throwing out and reeling back in.
Right. Well, this is a beautiful little cove here on a big old lake. We're trying to catch something, but so far the fishing gods have not been with us, have they, Jill?
No, you'd think that all the fish in this lake, we could catch one of them. I mean, it's only 50,000 acres. There's got to be one fish in here for us.
You would think.
Yeah. Since this is such a gigantic lake for bass fishing, stripers, and all kinds of things, they also have a small marina here. I guess it's called the marina at Dreher Island State Park. And it has a little seating area. And we'll go down and walk down here. It says private marina, guests and members only, but I'm just going to take a quick look. I'm not going to walk too far down here. I don't want to get arrested or anything. But the marina, the dock space looks like it goes this way. And then there's another area over here. So I can keep a boat. This is called the tournament boat launch. I guess when they have big tournaments here, you have the other people go on the other side. But this is some big, fancy, schmancy thing here. All concrete. And gives you a little, tells you which way the wind's blowing in case so you get out there. You know which way to watch your boat. And then there's a little dock here so you could tie it up and then go park the trailer. Since this is a big tournament bass fishing lake, they have something called a tournament fish release tank. So I guess after they have the tournament, they come down here and they put the fish over here and they slide them down through here. And if you look, the water's running. So you just put the fish down there in that tube and he goes right down back into the lake. Also, as you come around our loop here at sites 17 and there's 19, right in between those two, there's another trail that goes down here through the woods. So it's finally a nice day. Maybe I'll need to take a walk and see what's down here. Just like a little trail here that runs right in between on this little island here that we're on. It wasn't very far. I made it to the end here. It's probably, if it's a 1/10 of a mile. And then you come down to right here and you could easily go fishing right here. And then you get a nice view of the lake. About a mile or so from our campsite is the Billy Dreher Nature Trail. Billy Dreher is who the park is named after. He owned this island where the campgrounds are, and he donated it to the state, and they named it after him. And there's trail goes a bit of a way, and you can see still there's lots of hurricane damage. So the park ranger said just be careful while you're walking because there's lots of downed trees. That they've gotten most of them. And it looks like in better weather, there's a clubhouse here that looks like they have events. And there's a bathroom over on the other side. And as you're walking, you can see Lake Murray.
And this is Prosperity. Or should I say, this is what Prosperity looks like. Western Auto. Not a very big little town. We're sitting here enjoying the scenery of the little town of Chapin with a FedEx truck parked right in front of us, so we can't go anywhere. So I thought I'd take a picture of some of the wonderful little shops here. And right over there is the Tipsy Toad. It's a fine establishment there. And there goes the FedEx guy. We can move along now. He's going to park along the side so we can get through. And with that, as always, we'll see you down the road.